Wilson, Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And it's the defense that's really the star of the show. A terrific game last. Week they got a shutout on the road, and that's something that doesn't happen very often nowadays.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his 3rd season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Ready up.
Tua to throw right away. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. On the move past the 40. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Tua now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And And the Dolphins march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts...
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Tagovailoa eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
To throw again on second down. Cousins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. To throw is Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's and the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
.33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Dolphin football. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Dancing to his left. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And going deep for Hill. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On play action, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. On second down, this is Edmonds. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Chase Edmonds on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first-half lead. Boy, Charles, his offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next week. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air on 2nd down. Thompson flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Sony Michel punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins open the lead up to 34-0. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for them here as we sit in the second quarter. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins, his throw incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First down, Thompson. They'll roll him out right. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Thompson will look to the air on first down. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Draw play, Edmonds. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second and 9. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Here's Thompson. That'll be caught for a Dolphin touchdown. It's Williams. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 31, Cousins over the middle to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down. Here's Cousins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. And that is incomplete. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, and they've gone to the half with a score 20-14. It's Mac Jones with a touchdown pass there. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Former number 2 pick Zach Wilson with a couple of touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone. for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
From the 27, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Play action now, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And this one complete to Smith. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Here's Madison running on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 4 yards remain for second down. Now Cousins. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Cousins to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Crosby is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
On second down, Michel. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On third down, Michel. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins, middle of the field to Jefferson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now Hill to return it. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And out come the Dolphins now. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Thompson going play action here. He gets this one complete to Bowden. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Parker, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Thompson fakes a handoff. Now going to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Alec Ingold from 21 yards away. And the Dolphins are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing is Cousins. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A beautiful fake. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A punt return of 65 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a fifth straight victory. Well, Charles, just impressive in all three phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the fourth quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort. Really well executed. Congratulations to them. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Hill on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The game's gone final in Indianapolis. And it was the Colts emerging victorious. Matt Ryan, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. Off play action, Thompson. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Dolphins, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Yeah, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never rap for confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. Take that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Take that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put this in first. I know this, you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I
I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I am not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols. Take off the runway. Take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro Pay. 5 days stay. Take a quarter meal. Hella follow. Take off the far flag. Take off perception. Take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure. Take off the unsure. Take off the decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep. Take off the fake woke. Take off the I'm broke. I care. Take off the gossip. Take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know. Take off the Doja. Take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs. You stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic. The women is stranded. The men on the run. The profits abandoned. The law take advantage. The market is crashing. The industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I fit up my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Holla, holla.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for status. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? The gossip. What the fuck is council code to dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like Oprah, dog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this song for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I gotta get it. I ain't so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This here rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
who art in heaven. I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions. I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive. The streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class. Seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united. A legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence. Assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things. I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Hands Cheeto, she is back. Finna, guaranteed don't move back. Type of view is that on the globe. It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason X, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate quién hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No ain't not yet, que pueda conmigo. Dios es mi testigo, I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Came to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie, before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in. No, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they call respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folgers, soldier, flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky, hair stocky, leave him floppy, face Nazi, talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me, it's obvious, you're too sloppy, cheap copy, I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3